Sure, sure.
Yeah, fine. Okay, so about myself, I'm Prasad. I'm working for the last 16 years, and in that 12 years in IT side and 4 years in the domain. Okay,
Okay.
and I worked for 1 year in US for a couple of projects. So, and I'm providing the trainings for the last 8 years. So that's a brief about me. So I think I know that your requirement is RPA. So can you please
RPA.
let me know brief about you so then we can go ahead.
Actually, what happened is I have close to 4 years of experience into IT, but not into like development sector. I'm a HR.
Okay,
So my uh, like education background is I came from a BTech. I'm a
okay,
BTech computer science, then an MBA.
okay,
Uh, After doing HR for 4 years, I just now want to like move myself internally to into this IT sector.
okay, okay, okay.
So I just found out this and had my initial research and got to know that like this would suit me and want to go ahead with this.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Definitely it will suit you. So because here there is no kind of a programming and you don't need to know any kind of a programming skills like SQL, Java, PLSQL. So okay, so you don't need any program here, but here you just need to know the process how it works like that. Okay, so
Okay.
here and robotic process automation. So actually, so nowadays, not now. So for the last 2 3 years, so everything is going to digitalize. So especially in India, we are able to see, but in the abroad, so it is already started many years back. So it's a part of robots. Okay. How the robots used to do without human intervention. Okay. So without human work, right? So here for robotic process in automation, we call it as a RPA. So here the main thing of this one is minimize human workforce with the digital workforce. Here we are minimizing. So whatever the activities we need to do. So for example, so let us take the finance. So yeah, so we can implement this automation process for any kind of process. Okay, it is a finance process, supply chain management, procurement, manufacturing, HR related, or marketing, sales, whatever it may be. So you can implement this.
Okay.
So for example, so I can explain
Uh,
you
I,
one scenario. Yeah,
I have one doubt.
yeah, yeah.
Do we need to have VB script for learning this?
Yeah, you don't need anything. So you don't need any script, anything for this one. Here, you need to know. So I will show you the software and everything we have.
Okay,
Not for
okay,
this one. So maybe there will be some looping will be there. So looping, it's a kind of a simple logic. So looping. So
okay,
that's I will explain you how to loop and everything. So here, so
sure.
no need of any kind of language skills, anything. Okay. So
Okay,
yeah, here, so yeah, let me explain you. So in the finance, okay, so we have so many BPO companies, okay, right? So for example, Genpact is a BPO company which it started the BPO operations for the last more than 10 years. Okay, so in that what happens is, so most of the employees are the BPO employees only, as per you know. So I think around 50,000, okay, out of 65,000 of this for Genpact, 50,000 is from 50 or 60 from BP only. So here what happens is to create an invoice. So usually, so I know some BPO people, so they used to say that, so our job is to get enter. So just I need to do some enter. So so that is the main job is enter, or then they need to go for some tab and enter like that only. Okay, so that is a job. So so okay, they don't have any other job. So like that, there are so many people who are in the BPO. So without any kind of knowledge oriented, So they're just entering and tabbing and just doing some kind of work. So here what we can do is for that kind of thing, so you can automate the process. So you can automate. So okay, using the RPA tools, you can automate the process. And not only for that one, so you can create the invoices. They can do most of the jobs. Okay, so and around 60-70% of jobs will be so you can do without human intervention. So without human workforce. Okay. Yeah. So in any field, so for financial, supply chain, marketing, HR, anything. For okay, if you go for any organization, you will see you will see. So these are the main process, right? Main process or department what you're doing. So we have the software RPA tools like Automation Anywhere and Blue Prism, UiPath Studio, and Workforce. Out of all these things, and Automation Anywhere, and UiPath, these two are open source, and nowadays most of the companies they are implementing Automation Anywhere because it is very easy to implement, and also it is easy to understand from the client side. So that's and also you can process you can do the automation for any kind of the process using this automation anywhere. So that's why most of the companies are using this automation anywhere tool. Okay, and here let us discuss about the how it will be do. So let me show the software. This is software. Okay, you can see that. So these are all mainly based on the tasks. Okay, we can create a task. Okay, so each task. So we call it as a bots. So the
Okay.
main name itself robots in the sense so that we have taken the bots. So it is a computer generated script. Okay, so a computer generated script. So we had classified three bots. So one is the task bots, meta bots, and IQ bots. Okay, so in the task bots, what happens is we will do repetitive tasks. Repetitive tasks. So usually we use this one for the BPO kind of thing. So in the metabots, what we can do is we can do the extraction of the information from multiple source. So any source, okay, it is Oracle source or SAP, any kind of a source, you can extract the data. Okay, and third one is IQ bots. In this IQ bots, we can go for the artificial intelligence. Okay, for example, so we are able to see it's not in India. So in US already it is started. So driving a car without so it automatic driving. So no driver, nothing. So you can use the IQ bots, and based on the IQ bots, you can go for the artificial intelligence. You can do that.
Okay.
So
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 as of IT industry, we are using metabots and task bots.
yeah, correct. So metabots and task bots. Even you can use IQ bots as well. So you can use IQ bots. So for artificial intelligence.
Okay.
So the main example of this one is driving a car without human, without driver or anything. So it is automation of the driving. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Here, if you see this one, okay. Here, this is software, so you can create the task, and you can do the record, and you can run it, and you can edit it, and we have the different options. So if I go to, we have the different options. So record option, web record, object record, task record. We will discuss everything. And here, so once we create a task, so we can create a task. So by manually, what we can do is so we can record. So by recording, so you can record the things, and then you can create it. And otherwise, so what we can do is you can go to the task editor. So here we have the different commands. So these are all the commands. I told you, right? We have the loop and
Yeah.
everything. So yeah, okay. So and you can categorize. These are all the commands. So using all these commands, okay. So you can understand all this. So okay, we can understand mouse key. I can explain you how the programs and everything. But mainly, so maybe you have confusion. So regarding the loops, because if you are not related to software, so our programming,
Mm.
so you need to understand much more in the looping. So we'll give you some knowledge. and also we'll give you some websites where you can go through and understand easily. Okay, so and here we have the automation options. So we have the record option, web recorder, and object recorder, task, and using all these things, we can create a task and we can run it. So you can create a task and run it, and so once you create a task, then you can automate it. You can automate it, whatever the job related to that one. So they can use that. Okay, for example, one BPO guy, the job is, so he need to tab and enter. So then maybe one invoice created, or okay, one order will be created. So in that case, what happens
Mm.
is we can automate tab enter, and then we can create one task, and then we can run. So then what happens is, every time once we automate, every time what happens is, it will run automatically. So and after 1 year, so and BPO workforce will be reduced at least 50%. So because what most of the people are saying is, if it is 100 jobs, and so 80% jobs will be lost. So not within 1 year.
Oh,
So it will take another 2 to 3 years. But within 1 year, so at least 20 to 30% jobs will be lost, because once it is automated, so there is no need of human intervention, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Is it only for BPO? What do you say?
Yeah, BPO and some kind of a testing, you can say, some kind of a testings. Okay, and some software testings also you can automate. So you can do the you can automate that one. And so most of the process whatever we can do, so the regular processes, okay, so repeated processes, so you can automate that. Wherever, so if you find the repeating processes in a finance area, or supply chain or procurement area, manufacturing, or human resources, or marketing, or sales, whatever it may be. So if you find any repetitive task, so then you can automate it. So for the repetitive task, and what companies are thinking, that you don't need any kind of a person to do that repetitive task. Okay, so
Mm.
then you can automate it. So then what happens is, nowadays most of the companies, they are finding the repetitive task in all the departments, and then they are trying to automate that. Okay, so so here, as a part of the training, so we will discuss, it is a kind of a 30 days training, and we will discuss all the content. So this is the content that I'm just going to share. So robotic
Mm.
process automation. So here we will go through each and everything. So recording, running, how it will, so each one has some properties, and how the properties will work, and triggers will work, and web recorded, how the web recording, object cloning, and Excel commands, database. So how, while connecting the database, okay, and the files. So files and file
So,
loader.
1 minute. For Excel, do we need to have macros or knowledge on macros for
Yeah,
this?
yeah, yeah. So macros you can enable, right? Manually you can enable. It's not a problem. So you can go to that, and you can enable macros. Okay, you can enable
Yeah,
the
I
macros. Yeah.
know we can enable, but the thing is, should we need to have access for, I mean, knowledge on coding in macros for this? Is
So,
what
no,
I.
no, no. So it's not a, so no need of knowledge, because here just go to the view and macros, and then you can do the macros. So if you, for this, so we'll explain you as a part of the training, how we will enable the macros and all these things.
Okay.
Okay. So and we can connect the database, different databases, and we can go for the files and the folders, and we can go for the PDF integration, string operations. We can go for the string operations, and all these things.
Mhm.
So PGP and mail automation, error handling, and file transfer protocol, file transferring to. So we can transfer the files using this one. So for example, so so you need to transfer a file. So okay, so from legacy system. So okay, I'm using Oracle apps or SAP. So I need to transfer the file from legacy system to Oracle or Oracle to legacy system. So every day at the end of the day or end of the week, so like that. So what we used to do is a DBA person, so we used to do that activity. So then once you automate that process, then what happens is you don't need a person. So sometimes you need to do the file transfer maybe in the odd timings, maybe so it's a 12 o'clock like that, 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. like that. In that case, what happens is no need of any person at the time. You can automate the process and you can transfer the file.
Okay.
Okay. And XMLs and all these things, services, credentials, login credentials. So we have separated each and everything. So we will discuss all these parts. Okay, all these things.
Sure.
Uh,
Can you share this with
yeah. I will share you. No problem. We will share you. And okay, so this is a part of the training. This is the content. So so I will share you as a part of the training I told you, right? So it is a 35 days training, and
me?
we will give you the recordings. Okay, we'll give the all the recordings on once completion of the class, and I will share you through Drive and materials. Okay, materials. So I have the yeah.
And one thing, like, are you just explaining me how to use a tool in automation now? Will you like help me on how to complete it, run a task, identify a task, work on tasks,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that
So
I
yeah,
can
yeah.
prepare a new
Actually,
job?
what we are doing is we are taking as a so we are doing this kind of activity. So like a new project, how we install in how we implement for a new client. So we will take a project. So then we will do all the activities. So it's not like that. Just we need to go to some kind of a materials and complete that. So we will take a project and we will complete it based on that.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
So it will give you and one more thing is so usually what happens is nowadays most of the companies right, so AWS
okay.
Amazon Web Services. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So then
Yeah.
most of the companies they are using AWS server and then they are installing the software in AWS and then they are using. So okay, so we will do in the same way. So what we can do is we will get one account, AWS account, and I will explain you how to get the AWS account and how to install the your software, how to install the so RPA automation anywhere software in AWS and use that one. Okay. So
Okay.
here we have the software. So this is the software. So AWS software. This one is automation anywhere software, and I will give you.
Is it for
But
trial version, right? I
yeah,
mean, for 14 days.
yeah. So actually, so here the trial version. So what we can do is so usually so they are saying so once you install so it will expire in 30 days. Okay. So maybe it is a 14 days, whatever it may be. But what we can do is so let us install in our system so we can use for some time. So and parallelly what we can do is we can go through we can create a AWS account. So okay. So right, AWS account is free for 1 year. So you can use for 1 year and also
Okay.
so initially they used to charge 2 rupees only. Okay, so and then
Oh,
we can create a AWS account and then we can install our software in AWS. So then what we can do is you can use for 1 year. So because there is no charge after 1 year only, so they will charge. So they will charge. So then no need of that, right? So you can learn everything and also so you can do all the stuff. It will take just 1 or 2 months only. Okay. Then anyhow, once we move to the any kind of a project, so then you can work on in the project. So no need of software. So okay. So then we can
yeah.
use okay. Even company also they are using in the same way. So we can also use we can AWS Amazon Web Services. We can I will explain you how to do that one. Okay. So here is the part
Okay.
of training. So these are things. 30 days training will be there and recordings will be shared and materials. So these are the materials with screen shares and step-by-step process. Okay. And all the and the software will provide the software. And in the job sector, so we have these kind of jobs. Okay. We have the business analyst. So RPA business analyst, RPA architect and developer tester, and support. So these are all the different jobs. And sometimes what happens is if it is a small company, so then the test developer need to do the testing and then need to do support. Okay. So
Oh
these
yeah.
three activities. Okay. So if it is a big project and big companies, so then okay. For example, so you can see that. So if you check any BPO company, so there are so many clients, big clients. So each account has maybe 2,000, 3,000. You can also check with some kind of companies called Genpact or any kind of a BPO company, Accenture, whatever. So
Mm.
each account they have 2,000, 3,000 people. Okay, because maybe the salary are less or 15,000, 20 or 30 or whatever they are paying. So in that what happens is once you automate this one, the 2,000 will come down to maybe 500 like that. So and not only for not only BPO, any kind. Okay. For example, yeah, so you know better than me in the HR. So yeah, so then what happens is as a HR, okay, so the management will check with the HR department that so what are the repeated tasks in the HR. So then you need to list out. So as a HR admin, so you need to list out the all the repeated tasks and you can send to the management or any kind of a director. So then in the same way from the finance side, supply chain side, manufacturing side, marketing side, sales side. So then they will get all the repetitive tasks and then they can start the RPA project, yeah, so automation project. So then they can do that. So here the thing is that so it's not related to one area. So you can implement so for any kind of a process using the RPA. Okay.
Okay.
So mainly it's a repetitive task. Okay. So here the thing is that so the task bots is a repetitive task. So I'm just giving the BPO example, but you can do any process, not only BPO, any process.
I have one doubt. Will you make me do tasks also?
Sorry?
Because like,
Yeah,
will
yeah,
you give me some exercise on
yeah,
doing
yeah, yeah,
tasks?
yeah, yeah. We will do that one only. So that is the main purpose of the training is that one only. So
Yes.
we will do
Because
two
we
kind of
can get
yeah here two kinds of tasks.
because
So two kinds of tasks. One is two kinds of tasks. Okay.
okay.
One is so automation. Okay, automated task. So in that what happens is in the automated task. So so what is you can go to the software. So just you can click on new and record and then we can do that and we can complete a task. And second one is so manual task. So here the manual task means you can go to the object and you can create your own because here the thing is that in the automated task what happens is whatever I am doing, okay, I just click on this Excel, I just click on that website and then I click on to somewhere and then so once I complete what happens is once I complete on the task, once I run it, so then system will do the same way. So that is the automated task, which is recorded. So that is recorded. So record task and the manual task. So that task what how we will do is so we will so based on that. So based on the some automated task. So then we will observe. So okay, we have the different commands. Okay, so here I can say okay. So we will discuss in detail. So okay, here we have the uh, so maybe most of the demo classes they don't even show you that software. So here I want to give you the confidence. So here, so these are all the commands. Okay, so okay, so I want to use the command like the. So I want to so let me go to the category. Okay, I want to use insert a mouse click. Okay, so then what happens is so I want to use the insert a mouse click and then so this is the insert a mouse click. So then you need to give the so where you can use and in the Excel and you need to give X position, Y position and then you can save it. So
Okay.
you can save. So I can give the X position and Y position. So okay, we'll explain each and everything and then save it.
Actually, what happened is
Here you can see that right. So I had inserted. So here so in the
yeah.
8 point, so I had inserted mouse click. So then mouse move,
Yeah.
mouse scroll. So all these things, right?
Uh-huh.
Got it?
Yeah, got it. Actually, I went for demo in one of the institutes and I saw the tool. I mean, they showed me the tool. and
Okay.
how it works.
Okay. Okay. So this, so we'll explain you all this process, and also, so yeah, so and you can also do our yeah, on your own. So here every day, so as a part of the training, we will go through each and everything, and we will discuss mainly. So here, what you need to do is you need to know so the process how to do using the record or web record, object record, task editor. If you go for the task editor, and you need to go through each and everything, the commands you need to know. So what command it is, so how to do the, so open program, what happens, so for when the files folders, what happens. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll go through each and everything. So if it is internet based, okay, it is a keystrokes mouse and program based condition. So it is categories like that. It categorized. So conditions and loops and pauses, internet based tasks and applications. So we will go through each and everything. So we will explain that, and you can also practice in the same way. And you have the options to practice. So you will get your software, and you can install it in Amazon Web Services, which is for 1 year. And then you can go through the recordings, and you can go to the materials, and you can practice it. So here you don't
And
need any
you
kind
said
of a
there is
programming
no
language.
need.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you said like there is no need of this to be installed on my laptop. I can directly
Yeah, 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 yeah.
like
That's what I'm
install
saying.
it on
So
AWS.
yeah, we can install. I will explain the process. So even in the companies also, people used to do in the same way. So no need to install.
So
And yeah.
So in the sense, I can work on this even on my office laptop. If suppose I'm in office and I can directly log
Yeah,
into my
yeah, yeah,
AWS and
yeah.
work
You
on
can
it.
do that. It's a remote server, right? So you can go. You can
Yes.
go to the AWS, and you can work on that. So it's a remote server. So usually what
Yeah,
happens
yeah.
is, you have in the any computer, you have the remote desktop server, right? So
Yes.
in the
Uh-huh.
same way here, what happens is, you can go to the AWS and then connect it. So then once you connect, and you will go to the AWS server. So because the AWS is providing the server, so for the different people, because usually they used to charge to the companies, and for the individuals they are giving free for 1 year. So for the personal purpose or individual purpose, they are giving for free. So they are taking 2 rupees. It's not a completely free. They are taking 2 rupees, and while creation of the account. And after 1 year, they used to charge based on the usage only. If you don't use, if you stop the server, so then you will not get any bill.
Okay.
So that's it. We'll explain each and everything in the training itself. Okay.
And one more thing, like once after this training, I want to make myself fit for a new job. In the
Okay.
sense, directly I have to like in the sense after your training, I
Okay.
want to directly work on a project. Will that happen? Because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yes.
depending on
No, 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 no. Here, what happens is, whatever we are discussing, everything is real-time project oriented only. Okay, so whatever I'm doing in the project, so the same thing we are doing here. Okay, so in the real time also we are doing in the same way. So you can do that. You can do in the same way. So it's not a problem. Okay, so here, so the demo instance, real instance, both are the same, and in the real time also. So there are two ways. So once you buy the license, you can install in your system, or you can go for the AWS. So these two ways
Okay.
only. So any kind of, so because AWS is server, so then what happens if
Yeah.
if your company is maintaining their own server, then they can use that. Otherwise, so they can go for the AWS.
Yeah.
So and this
And
software is not that much. Okay, so it's just say 70 80 MB only. So it's not that much huge software. Okay.
okay. Okay. And one thing is like how free like once done with the course,
Okay.
how are the jobs outside? I mean, how are
Yeah.
the jobs in demand
Yeah.
and
So
how
yeah.
much can we expect?
Yeah, there are so many jobs, and there are so many jobs, and you can also. So what we can do is, so rather than discussing on this, so you can just go to the Naukri monster, and then check with RPA or anywhere automation anywhere. So you can check so you can get it. So because it's a new technology, right? So
But
there
they're
you
asking
can.
for experienced people or somebody who worked on projects or like
No, no.
who
So
have
actually, right, as a HR, you know everything. So because
Yes.
nowadays, because it's a new technology, so then
Yeah.
how they will expect 2 years or 3 years? Okay,
What's
that is the
happening
problem.
is
So
in
yeah,
my company,
so yeah, okay,
they are looking out for either experienced people or certified people, either
okay,
of these two.
okay,
And they are training. Once somebody comes in, they'll
okay.
use them and get training from the company itself. They're getting trainer from automation anywhere and getting people trained.
Yeah. So okay, so we have the option. So we have the option to get the certification as well. And most of the companies, as far as I know, I am also working for the last 16 years, 12 years in the IT industry. I have okay. So as per my knowledge and also as per my circle, so most of the companies they are checking the knowledge level only. And even so most of the people they are putting some kind of experience and then so they are attending interviews and mainly they are checking the knowledge levels. How the person can do this automation job and how he can create a script manually or automated like that. So they are checking the because
Okay.
nowadays what happens is there is a huge requirement for most of the companies and so they don't so okay so for example so I have the project but I can't keep quiet right without a resource I need to show the resource right so then
Yeah.
if you are saying so many things yeah, I need a certified candidate. I need 2 years experience, genuine. So I need to check all the reports and everything. Then you can't get the resource, right? So then you are losing your project. It's a business, okay? So it's just a business, okay?
Yeah.
So whether it is a HR
Yes.
or
Yes.
a project manager, it's a client. So all are running a business, okay? At the end, so we need to get some amount from the client and pay the salaries. Otherwise, what happens? So then, what happens is the bench will increase, and after some time, so then so you know right. So what are the sequences? Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
And
It's a
one
business.
thing is, I want
Completely, it's a business. It's a business. So, and in the business, what happens is you need to hire the talented people. That's it.
hmm, yeah. The thing is, like, I'm interested in, like, also once done with the training, in the sense, parallelly, I want your assistance in getting certified.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah, I will assist you. And also, so if you go through this document, so I will share you. It is a 250, okay, around 250 page documents. So, and if you go through this document, so once you go through this document, and so once we discuss with the real time this one, and I will share you the recordings. So definitely you will clear the test. It's not that much hard. Okay, but you need to practice
okay,
for 1 month. So practice for 1 month and go through the document step by step, and then you can attend the interviews. Or if you if you really there is a project in your company, and then really if you complete the training and if you work hard and if you create a task on your own, so definitely they will take because
yeah,
they need the people with real time knowledge, right? That's it.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
And I just want to know, like, what is the path for certification and how much that would cost me?
So certification, actually I checked some of the people. So even in India, so there are some institutes, but not so many. But in US, you will get you can pay the amount by online and you can attend the test. So
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 here we can't recommend it.
So you have the institutes because in Hyderabad, so there are so one or two institutes only because there are so many institutes so who are providing certification. So okay for Oracle Fusion certification or SAP certification and .NET Java. So but this is a
Yes,
new software, right? So this is a new software.
yes,
So
yes,
whether it is
yes.
RPA, the data science and artificial technologies artificial intelligence. So these are all the new technologies. Nowadays, so even so some institutes in I know I didn't went there, but one of my friend told me they are charging 3,20,000 for data science only. So that institute is in high tech city. Okay, only 3,20,000
Oh,
for data science. So, okay, you can also Google it. So maybe Inspiro, I don't know that, but I forgot the name. Okay. So that's
okay.
thing happening. So we have that one, but not so many, because it's not like Java, it's not like .NET, so it's not so many. We have the few institutes, and we need to go there, and you need to compare the test. Okay. Otherwise,
Okay.
you can restudy, you can restudy in, by online, and you can complete that. Okay.
I mean, somebody in US can pay for me, not a problem,
No,
but
no, no,
I
no, no,
want to.
no, 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 not somebody. You can pay online, because it's a kind of conversion, right? So there, yeah,
Uh,
there are so many tests. There are so many tests. You can go to the site, and if it is 500, means 500 5,000 by say 70. So then you can pay around say 70, 80 or $90, and then you can attend the test by online. That's it.
so it's only $70 for the certification is what you say.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah. One is
how
certification.
much will it cost?
Sorry,
How much is certification costing me?
costing is 5,000 rupees. So
5,000.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, 5,000
yeah,
rupees. So
correct.
I can take it from my home is what you say, or there is a place where I have to go sit and write.
So yeah, they will give you the location details and everything. So no, it's not your location. They will give you one center, and you need to go there, and you need to write there.
Okay, and you will help me with how to apply and get
Yeah,
certified,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. I will help you that. So don't worry. So I will help you how to get the certification.
Sure, sure. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for joining, Banu. So actually earlier, I was in Oracle Technologies. Now I moved to the RPA. So
Okay.
for the last 2 years, I'm in this one only, RPA Technologies.
Oh, okay. So you work for Genpact
G.
or like,
Yeah, Genpact or G, whatever it may be. Project is G.
oh, yeah. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Sure, sure. Yeah, well,
Yeah. Okay.